beautier, too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work, my thoughts.
It's week 8 of the NFL, and this one features the Saints' leader at quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis up here in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this is going to be fun. At least these offenses, they're explosive, especially running the football. Folks, we have 2 of the top 3 rushing attacks in the NFL set to go toe-to-toe here.
And this one, I think, will resemble a track meet at times because with all the running we're going to see, if these backs rip off a couple of big runs in the early going, that could really key this ball game. This is going to be exciting to watch unless you're a defender trying to put one of those guys on the ground.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
2nd and 5. He's got Smith here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. And it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 52 yards.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him second in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And this is incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. He'll look to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Time to give them credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 4. Got London on a slant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Algier is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They begin on the ground with Camaro. A beautiful fake. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time. While they're playing this one, they got to take care of business first.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On second down, they'll run it here. He's got room at the 30, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 112 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On second down, they'll run it here. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing. And he does exactly that, picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6. This pass is caught by London. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Coup for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it is finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That one complete down the field to Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into the hands of London. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And here's a handoff out of the gun. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 167 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 straight runs of 4 yards. 1st and 10.
You know, flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Fitzpatrick, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. And the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
He'll look to throw. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Trying to lay one up deep. Inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 67 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd, here's Algier. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This just a 24-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're going to look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built on the efforts of this defense.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Olave over the middle, finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The offense on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And Thomas has it.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
The gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Second and 2. Over the middle to Smith.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
On second down, Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.